No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town Pump has been Montana's best since 1953, and Town Pump is proud to send Skyline Sports on the road to Nashville. Montana State is gunning for its first national championship in 41 years. Follow along at SkylineSportsMT.com. The road to Nashville, proudly presented by Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Well, first of all, just tell me about how it feels to be into game week for the national championship week.
I mean, it feels good. The break was nice, but I think after you get a couple days off, you get a little unsettled knowing that we had this game ahead, so I was excited to get back.
It's like the third bye week for you guys, but it's during a Christmas holiday, and you know, you're coming off this huge win over the Grizz, so how do you sort of keep your mind right and stay focused during that week off?
Yeah, I think, you know, we have a process that's been working for us with these bye weeks, and you know, I think we've done a good job at taking advantage of these extra days. I mean, we started on Friday preparing, so yeah, I feel like we're trying to get all the work done on the front end, so then, you know, when we get down there, we can kind of just lock it in on the final details.
Well, you've talked a lot about the rivalry, but I don't know if anybody's heard from you since the last one. So take me through just your thoughts, your feelings, especially the way you guys were able to pull away at the end in that game against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was such a fun game. You know, how we approached it, we didn't make that game as big as it really was. And now, I mean, looking back, that was the best thing we could have done. I think we treated it like the biggest game because it was the next. And when it finally got over and we pulled away at the end, I kind of took a couple of plays to take it in. And that was the coolest environment I've ever been in, and something that I'll never forget.
Well, Taco Dell is such a cool customer, and he was saying that, like, while it was all going crazy in the fourth quarter, that he didn't really notice until the end because he was so locked in. Did you notice, though, especially, I mean, because Coach Gregorak and I were talking about this, that last, like the 5 minutes when it went from a close game to you guys pull it away, it was like one of the most surreal games I've ever watched. Yeah. Did it seem like that while you were playing in it?
I think on Taco's big play,
yeah,
that I've never heard the stadium crack that loud. And that's like, I wasn't even supposed to be near that play, and I heard the loud crack of the fans, and I just sprinted to the end zone. So I think in that moment, and then when they started playing the music, it really hit me. So.
Adam Jones here on Nuanez Now, 102.9 ESPN Radio, wherever you're watching on the Skyline Sports YouTube channel. Montana State captain, running back. One of the best photos of the game was when Rocky Lencioni made that diving catch, and we got one of you like, oh my gosh, both your hands on your head. So what'd you think of that play?
Yeah, that was a pretty special play. I think it was a great call by Coach Cervic to run that play fake, and then they thought we were running the ball. And when that ball went in the air to Rocky, we don't throw that ball a lot in practice, and when I saw him catch it and lay out, I was like, that was pretty special. And then I probably milked the celebration a little bit too.
What's allowed him to be such a huge contributor as a freshman?
I think how hard he's worked and his maturity and the way he approaches, you know, the business side and the professional side of football. I think he takes his craft really seriously. And he's only 19 years old, which is crazy. He should be a grade behind, but just to see how far he's come, I mean, he's 240 pounds and he looks really, really good at that weight. So I think credit to him, and then credit to our coaches for, you know, using him and utilizing him.
One thing I was talking about with JT Reed earlier today is just that the offensive line sort of restructuring, first of all, in the offseason with the guys that left and graduated, but then also with the injuries, the way you guys had to redo it at the beginning of the year. It was a story, and now it's not a story because they've just done so well. What do you think that's a testament to, the way that they've been able to just sort of reorganize and maintain their dominance as a unit?
I think a lot of credit goes to the Coach Smith and just the whole offensive coaching staff. I think they've done a great job of developing young guys. I mean, you can see that in Montana State right now. There's young dudes that are shining every year. And then I think the culture. You know, I say it every day. We run the ball at Montana State, and I think as an O-lineman, you take a lot of pride in that, so you're going to do whatever it takes. We've worked so hard to get in this position. We take a lot of pride in running the ball.
We can't allow them to find any hope. No hope. Make it mean something, fellas. Now is the time. This is the place. Any team, anywhere, anytime.
Y'all Take the fight to him.
It's going to be picked off, taken.
Take one lead. Episode 6.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to write a little bit of something about the tight ends, too, because I think, you lose Rohan Jones, you lose some of those guys, and they haven't missed a beat either. So, Lanchote's obviously been the breakout guy, but the rest of those guys have played well, too. What have you thought of their contributions to the offense?
The tight ends are warriors. They're a glorified O-lineman at times in our program, and I think, my celebration with Rocky's catch, anytime I see a tight end get some praise, I love it because, they're in the trenches all game blocking for me and Julius and Colson and all of us, so they deserve a lot of credit too.
Adam Jones here, Montana State sophomore captain as Montana State gets ready for Illinois State, the national championship game. Any early thoughts on the Redbirds? What have you seen out of their defense?
Solid defense. They run their scheme really well. You can tell they're really well coached. They don't have, a ton of flavor from guy to guy. That they play into their scheme, which I think is cool, and you can expect that from Missouri Valley. And they've done a really good job playing some teams that are really, really good, and they beat them and they played them close when they haven't won. So they're a disciplined defense, and I think we got to take them very seriously.
You've seen some Missouri Valley teams in the recent past. Do they look like similar to the Dakota States, for example?
Yeah, they do. I think what you can expect from Missouri Valley is just discipline, that they're going to do what their scheme allows them to do, and it puts them in really good positions. So I think, trusting our coaches, and I think we have a good game plan going in, but you do have to look very closely at what you can do against these teams because they run their scheme.
I was approached by a group of men, really right out of our national championship appearance. I think they saw NIL as an opportunity to continue to allow our program to grow, and it was very well thought out of. I thought at the time they didn't just come up with this on a whim. I think they studied other institutions across the country at all levels to be able to do it right, to be able to implement it the right way, align themselves ultimately with Blueprint after talking, I think, with several outside entities on how it should be managed. All our intentions with the Bobcat Collective are in the right place, and that's the most important thing. They're about continuing to promote our program, allowing our guys opportunities to help along with that. I think that's really important. It really, I think, has provided this give and take. Our guys are certainly benefiting from it, but then they're giving back at the same time, whether it's individual opportunities with particular businesses or just in general giving back through the collective to our community.
Writing something about Julius Davis this week, too. I know you've talked a lot about your guys' relationship, but now here you are, you get a chance to play with him one last time. So how do you hope to sort of send him off?
With roses. I think there's only one way for him to go out. I'm so thankful that I've gotten to play with him for the past 3 years, and the way he's bought into me and how I bought into him, I think is a pretty special bond we have. So looking to send him off the best way possible.
You guys have sort of opposite personalities. Do you think that's what makes it work?
Yeah, I think so. He's a dude that I can count on to fire me up on game days, and then I'm there to calm him down when I can, which isn't always an easy task, but I think we make it work.
He gets so, how do you say? He gets up big time for games. What do you think it'd be like to go against him?
I would hate it. Yeah, I think hearing, what he says to the other teams and how he gets in their heads, I would hate to play against him, and I'm glad he's on my side. I take a lot of joy in how he, is on game day, and if you don't enjoy that part of it, you don't really understand him. It comes from a really good place, and his story, if everyone knew his story, you'd love everything about that dude. So.
Yeah, he's been a fun guy to get to know. The last thing for you, just the fact that you have a limited number of seniors, but some great ones that have been great leaders and played a lot of football for you. I mean, how do you hope to send those guys off, and how much motivation is that for you guys as underclassmen to sort of make this story end the way you hope it does?
Yeah, I think always getting your last game with the senior class is a weird thing because, you know, on one hand it doesn't seem like they're going to leave, but, you know, after this game they're done. So we're looking to send them off exactly like I said with Julius, with roses, and just thanking them and so thankful for what they've done for this program and the dudes before them, guys like Paul and Kenny and Hunter and all those dudes. They've worked their tail off to get in the spot they've been in, so, you know, looking to do whatever it takes for those dudes.
Real last thing for you, what was it like wearing your blue and gold over Christmas in Missoula?
It was at an all-time high, so I'm thankful for that.
Easier when you win, right? Adam Jones here on Nuanez Now, ESPN Radio, as well as the Big Sky Breakdown podcast series. Thanks for doing it, man.
Yeah, thank you.